everybody, it's Christine with Cocoa Daisy and happy reveal night. We've got some fun stuff planned for you. We're going to, first of all, Mr. Daisy is going to take us through an old school literary inspired cocktail called the Gimlet. That's going to be fun and it's quite tasty. And then we're going to be moving on. I'm going to dive right into the Bookish collection and do unboxings of all of those kits. And I'm going to keep them a little bit short, but I'm going to try and speed through them a little bit just to kind of try and work with that whole YouTube algorithm a little bit better and kind of keep things condensed. So, and speaking of which, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and comment. That helps get the word out about Cocoa Daisy, and we all want to do that. So, oh, and make sure after you, so we release this right around 6:30 on reveal night or so. Make sure you join us on our Facebook page, the Cocoa Daisy fan page on Facebook. And we do a chat. We do a live chat at 8 p.m. We have a lot of fun. Mr. Daisy and I answer any questions you may have about cocktails, about us, about the collection, about Cocoa Daisy, any of that stuff. So we have a lot of fun. So make sure you join us if you can. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page. So let's dig in.
Hello. I'm here with Mr. Daisy, and it is cocktail time. It's reveal time. Mr. Daisy, what do we have tonight?
Tonight we are doing a classic. As you may or may not know.
Yes, I'm gonna give you a little history lesson here. So, as we were attempting to kind of figure out what we wanted to do to go along with the Bookish collection, we went kind of deep dive trying to find something that worked with literature. So that kind of me first thought old libraries, you know, old school kind of adult beverage. So we talked about doing an Ernest Hemingway.
Right,
his favorite was a
Hemingway daiquiri,
which is one of your favorites.
Yes,
but
only Ernest didn't like having all of the simple syrup in his. So and if you go out online, you can dig around. You'll see that there is a whole lot of variations. But near as I can tell, at least from my research, the original Hemingway daiquiri is basically 1 ounce of lime juice and 3 ounces of classic Cuban rum. You'll go online, you'll see a whole bunch of them that say that you're using grapefruit juice and lime juice and simple syrup and grenadine and all kinds of ridiculous. No. Simple, less is more. And that kind of bleeds us into...
yeah, and then so we discussed the daiquiri, but I have to say that it's not my favorite beverage. So I went a little deeper dive, looked at some other ones, and we came across the Gimlet. Now, Ernest Hemingway did like a gimlet when he was going on safari.
Yes.
So that was a beverage there that he liked.
Also keep away scurvy.
Well, the big lover of the Gimlet was Raymond Chandler, and I'm not familiar with this particular author, but evidently he's famous.
Apparently.
From The Long Goodbye. So the Gimlet he had a detective that he wrote about. That was his favorite cocktail, is my understanding. And it originates from the British Royal Navy and Admiral Sir Thomas Gimlet came up with this cocktail to help treat scurvy.
And to also offset the taste of the Navy Proof is actually what it's called. The Navy Proof rum or gin, which you can find. Navy Proof is technically anything over 55% alcohol. There's quite a few brands that are out there. This one happens to be really, really good. So we're not using the Navy Proof.
Okay, a little more history. So originally they made it with the roses. Well, not that particular brand, but a lime cordial.
A lime cordial.
So it had the lime juice already kind of, what was citric acid, you
right.
said?
It's what it does is limes will oxidize within 20 minutes after fresh squeezing, and they get bitter. So what they do is they add simple syrup and citric acid and lime juice, combine it all together, and now it makes it shelf stable.
Okay. So that's old school. So the newer version is
which I think should actually be the original version, because who had citric acid back in 1800?
Well, that's what they say.
I question
though.
that. So tonight's cocktail, we'll be using the traditional, at least in our research,
Right.
what we found, which is going to be 3/4 ounces of fresh lime juice, 3/4 ounce simple syrup, 1:1, one cup sugar, 1 cup water, and then 2 ounces of Hendrick's gin. You can use whatever gin you like. We just happen to be kind of Hendrick's folks.
Way better.
But if you want to go to the Navy strength, feel free. I tried one.
It was a lot stronger.
It's definitely a lot heavier on the ethanol. You get a big blast of just vapors off the top.
Yeah.
But
and I will say, so you made me one of each. I tried one with the roses.
Right.
I tried one with the fresh, and I have to say, the one that we're doing tonight with the fresh lime juice and the simple syrup, the balance was bright. It was balanced. It's a simple drink, but I thought it was really, really good.
And the ratios are really, really important. 3/4, 3/4, 2. You start playing with those ratios, and you can and tailor it to your taste. Obviously, if you go out onto the interwebs, you will find 900 recipes for the gimlet.
Yeah.
But this is a really, really great place to start. And because
you can do a vodka gimlet as well.
You can do a vodka or gin or rum in those exact same proportions. 3/4, 3/4, 2 will give you a traditional Cuban daiquiri. It will give you a vodka gimlet, or it will give you a gin gimlet. So the ratios are perfect. And I'm definitely getting to the point where I too am a very, very fresh squeezed. Definitely changes changes the party.
It does. All right.
So without further ado, 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice.
So explain to everyone why you have ice in the coupe glass.
In the coupe glass, because we're going to strain this cocktail, so there will not be any ice in it. You need to chill the vessel so that the cocktail stays cold.
That's the ice maker, by the way.
And my amazing Pebble ice machine, which we love.
Best ice
by
ever.
using the ice in the glass like this, what it does is it actually chills the glass, and then you don't wind up with any floaters in your cocktail.
And I apologize for the dogs. If you hear them,
they're all riled up. They've been eating ice.
Yes. They love the Pebble ice too.
And if you care to know, on the back of Roses, which you can get at any Mega Mart anywhere, they actually have a recipe for this. They call for
really a gimlet.
They call for the perfect gimlet is 1 ounce of this and 1.5 ounces of vodka, rum, or gin shake with 1 cup of ice. They're very exclusive about very specific about their ice. And then strain and serve.
Oh.
I think that ratio is a little off.
Yeah, I didn't like it as much. I like this one. Big fan of the Hendrick's.
I mean, I would love it if Hendrick's would sponsor us. That would be great.
Right.
Because I found this gin 22 years ago via the
so good.
Via the Wall Street Journal. It was the top 10 bang for your buck alcohol.
Oh, really?
And Hendrick's came in number 3.
Oh.
At a balmy $23.95 a bottle.
Not anymore.
It is now $36 a bottle.
Not anymore.
Thanks for inflation.
Mm-hmm.
So, once you do that, you can see that our glass is nice and frosty.
Glass. He's going to do a fancy strain.
Do the bartender strain.
And he's doing this in a coupe glass, which is what it's supposed to be served in. You could do it in a martini glass too, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And with that shake, obviously, we only have 3.5 ounces of actual liquid. You got 3/4, 3/4, and 2. So you only have 3.5 ounces of liquid. That is clearly more than 3.5 ounces,
Yeah,
but that's because you wind up
water.
with the dilution of the ice in there. Garnish with a lime wheel.
Look at that. That's lovely, dear.
And there is your gin gimlet. And again, we did try it with the roses. We've tried their recipe, and it wasn't as good.
Super tasty.
Fresh, not only that, what kind of sugar you're using, whether you're using sugar in the raw, which you can do for some of those folks that don't like the bleached, the extra chemicals that go into refined white sugar.
Right.
You can use sugar in the raw. I have made our simple syrup with sugar in the raw. It has a little bit more of a molassesy kind of vibe to it.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, just because it's non-bleached. But
it's a great, simple.
It's super simple.
But it's a classic for a reason, I think. You could have that with any meal, and it would be wonderful. You could have that in any season, and it's wonderful. So.
But it definitely would be good in the summer.
Yeah. Definitely poolside with that one. But you know what? Sipping that by the fire, I could totally get behind that too.
Sipping that behind the fire with your Ernest Hemingway book. I could see that. But,
all right.
But yeah, so
get a book.
Let us know what you think.
And make a gimlet.
Sit back,
enjoy.
Well,
thank you.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Yes.
Tell me I'm crazy, but
we like the other version.
It's good in a jam. Don't get me wrong. This works.
Yeah, let us know. And
it's
join
good.
us for the chat, too. So on reveal night at 8 o'clock in the Facebook group, Cocoa Daisy fan page, join us. We'll be live. We can talk all things Gimlet or all things Cocoa Daisy or all things whatever.
All things whatever. Yeah.
So, all right.
But yeah, until next time.
Thank you, dear.
Enjoy.
We're going to start with the inserts, and we have a wide variety of ring-bound inserts as well as booklets, and I'm going to kind of go through them real quick. This is our classic vertical insert, and this can be used in our Daisy Planner or in a classic Happy Planner. It has the calendar, it has the vertical setup, and then you go to the striped pages. There's a notes page, you have the striped pages, and then the to-do list. And this is perforated so that you can tear those out if you make the lists. You can put them in your planner this way or this way, however you want to organize those. That is the classic vertical insert. And then you have the A5 size. And the A5 comes unpunched 6-hole or 7-hole. So you have your stripe pages and you have enough for the whole month. And then you go into your week on 2 pages. And that's what the back side looks like. And when I do my planner setup, I talk a little bit more in depth about what you can use each section for. So this is just to give you an idea of what everything looks like. There's the calendar, the plan forward section, and then your daily pages, which are meant to be used as a 2-day spread, or as a 2-page spread, sorry. So 1 day, 2 pages. So that is the A5 size. The personal size is basically, excuse me, the same. It is just sized or scaled down to fit in the personal size. The personal size comes unpunched or 6-hole punched. And then we have the B6 size. This comes in a unpunched or 6-hole. This one is very similar. The only difference with the B6 is the weekly section. The week on 2 pages is set up as a vertical planning system. So that was the big response that we got, was that with B6 that you wanted that to be a vertical setup. Everything else in here, the daily pages, the calendars, are all the same, again, just scaled to fit that size. Okay, so those are your ring bound insert options. And then we come to our booklets. And again, these are all, except for the Simple Dory, and I'll mention that, I'll just kind of show you that in a moment. These are all basically the same artwork, again, just scaled to fit. So the big difference between the Simple Dory and the Standard Dory. The Simple Dory is part of and included in our Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. It is the same size as the Standard Dory, but it is set up more for memory keeping or art journaling. So if you look through this, it has grid or lined, dot grid, and then there's usually a pattern or quote on the other side. There's a few pages that have no artwork. Okay, the Standard Dory is set up like the rest of our planner booklets. It has a calendar on the front and then these striped pages, and I'll walk through that in a moment. I'm going to use the A5 just so you can see it a little better, but these are all set up basically the same way. The mini does not have a calendar just because it is so small, so it just has the quote on the front. So all of these inserts that I'm showing you, you can purchase or subscribe to separately, or you can purchase or subscribe to them with the main planner kit. So I'm going to show you the art in the A5, just because it's nice and large and you can get a better look at it. So we have the calendar on the front, and then you will have the stripe pages all the way through, and you have enough on here for the full week, or sorry, for the full month. You have a week, but it's a full month. And then you go into your daily pages. Now there are enough pages in each booklet that you can give a page per day. So there are actually 32. So you have enough to give each page a day. So if you wanted to use these as a daily planner, you could do that as well. We've got all of the beautiful artwork, plenty of open space. And the nice thing about this is you can set this up as a vertical planning system, a horizontal system. You could put a week on here. You can do whatever you want with these, and that's why we went to the more open feel. Still have the great colors and artwork in here, but now you can set it up exactly the way that you want. We have some beautiful bright colors this month. And so you just go through and you do have enough for the entire month. And then you have the fun quote on the back. So that is a look at the booklets that we offer, as well as, it's actually all of the inserts, the booklets that we offer, as well as the ring bound. First kit I'm going to show you is the main planner kit, and the main planner kit can be purchased on its own or with one of the inserts that I just showed you. So you can get it either way. So if you have your own system and you don't want an insert, you can get just the kit as you see here, or you can subscribe to it or purchase it with one of the inserts. I do highly recommend subscribing because we are selling out every month, and the only way that you're guaranteed to get one is if you subscribe. So the first thing I want to show you is our clip. We've done a couple of these. We did this again this month. We did alter it just a little bit, and I want to show you what we did. So the bend part of this clip, we changed a little bit, made a little less rigid. It has the same magnetic hold, but now you can use it as a pen holder. So aside from using it as a page marker or a bookmark, you can also use it to hold your pen, an extra pen if you have. So that is the little magnetic clip. So if you think about it, it works great as a bookmark for reading too, and that goes all along with our theme. Then we have a great roll of washi tape. It has all of the books on a shelf. Very cute, bright colors. And the pen this month is this really pretty burgundy with the silver. So you get the pen. You also get the Jelly Roll white gel ink pen, and this works great on those kind of saturated spots in the planner or the stripe pages. So we haven't done a white gel pen in the kit, so thought that would be fun, especially with these more saturated colors. And then these are the die cuts. I'm going to go through these real quick. Remember, they are stickers, so they have a backing you can peel off and use them just like a sticker. So we have a bunch of fun little stacked books, all the bright colors. That one's really cute. Coffee is always a good idea. And then looks like a little tablet, cup of tea and a book, a planner. And so they all go along with that. This one, I like these because I think you could use these to write something in them or use them in a header on a page or a little title. And then you get 6 of the tabs, and these fold. They have adhesive on the back, and you can use them for tabs to create sections in your planner. So you get all of those as well. You get a set of sticky notes, and this has this fun tracker, so you can track a number of things. You can track per week. You can use that just to mark off the dots. You can list what you're tracking in there. So a lot of fun uses for this. And it comes with a bookmark, and you can pop out the little hole there. Now this could be used as a regular bookmark in your planner, in your book. The way that it is intended is for you to use with the sticky notes, so you can do that as well. You can see I did that here with this one. So I punched holes in it and I added it, and so I just put that right in my planner. And the other thing I want to mention is there is a film over the back of that. It's just a protective film, and you'll need to peel that off. So you get those two. You can use them separately or together. You get a set of refills, and that is our new refills. And drop me a comment. I've been using these and I love them. I think they work a lot better in the pens. I'm so glad we were able to finally get these. I think they last longer, and I think they work better too. You get a get off the internet and read a book, a little quote card, and then on the back is your pen test and stamp test. So if you want to keep track of ink colors, pens and pen colors, you can do that on there. You get this great little notepad. And then you get a set of stickers. You get 3 sticker sheets. This out of here. You get the small set of decorative. You get another set with the alphas, dates, and some boxes. And then this one has the ring reinforcers. There's another tab on here. There's just kind of appointment reminders, dates, days of the week, these fun little icons, and then your labels. So you can use these just however you want, but they are made to fit on the labels. So they will work for that as well. So you get those 3 sticker sheets, and then you get 3 sheets of patterned paper. So you can make dashboards out of these, you can make pockets out of these, you can use these as covers. So you get the glasses and the books. These fun bookmarks. And that beautiful kind of burgundy color again. The fun writing with the watercolor. And then this beautiful kind of floral pattern. So you get all of that in the main planner kit. Next up is our planner add-on kit. Now the planner add-on kit works really well if you already have a whole system that you use and you just want to add a little something to. There's nothing specific in here really to size or anything like that. So it's a great addition to any system you have, but of course it works beautifully with our main planner kit. So if you get the main planner kit, I really do advise subscribing to the planner add-on as well. You can always get lots of, you get rub-ons, stickers, and then always some washi tape and some fun little extras. Now, the one thing that is not packaged in here, because at the time of recording this, I don't have them, are the final stamp set. So you get a stamp set in here, and it is this one, but this is just my sample. So I wanted to show this to you. So you get 3 stamps. This one, it says property of, so you can stamp this in your books, in your planners, in your journals, and add your name on it. So that's a really fun thing to have. And then this one is actually fashioned after the sticky note pad that is in the main planner kit that I just showed you. So it has that same tracker artwork on here that you can stamp over and over and use if you bullet journal in your regular planner, anywhere that you want to use that. So you have a great little tracker stamp with just the dots, and then also with this one. So that's where that comes from. It matches that. So you get that stamp set. You get a beautiful roll of this burgundy washi tape. And it has this fun kind of floral pattern on it. So you get that washi tape. And then, and this is so cute, so you get a fun little clip, and it has the beads on there, but it also has the cute little either coffee or latte or hot chocolate even little mug that goes on there. So you get that as well. So you get one of those. And then let's go through the die cuts. And remember, these are also stickers. So they are just like stickers. They're just a little bit heavier duty. So you get some great book stickers. There's one with a planner. And then all of the bright colors. You get the great little weekend banner. And some more. Love the shelf ones. Some open books. So lots of fun ways that you can decorate with those. And then you also, I'm trying to get them here without, there's a little laptop. No mistakes, just happy accidents. She believed she could, so she did. These are fun too. I like these with the little watercolor behind them. Be the best version of you. And then the cute little bookmark. And then you also get these adorable little tabs. So if you have a section that you want to subdivide, you can do that with these smaller tabs, or if you have a smaller booklet that you use, like one of our smaller like personal size or weeks booklets, you can do that. You can use the smaller little tabs, and we have a bunch of those as well. I like to use them on my week on 2-page spreads just to kind of divide up those weeks so I can flip to them real quickly. And again, those have an adhesive back as well. So you get those stickers. You get a beautiful sheet of rub-ons. And we've been doing this for a while where we include a sheet of rub-ons in the planner add-on. And if that's something that you really, really love, I just want you to know we're going to continue with those. So if you're on the fence about subscribing to the planner add-on, but you love the rub-ons, I would definitely advise you to subscribe so you get those every month. And it comes with a popsicle stick to help you put them on. And then you get a 4x6 card. You get 3 3x4 cards, 2 of them with the fun quotes. You get one with all of the colors that are in the kit. And what's nice about this is it's just a nice swatch card. So if you want to use that to help you find ink colors or stamping ink colors, that works really well. And then you get 5 sheets, of stickers. So you get this one that has little appointments and to-do reminders. We even have our little reveal day sticker on there. You get one that is all just decorative. You get the days of the week and the flags. You get the dates and this great little small alpha. And then you get this sheet. And the fun thing about this sheet is what we tried to do is have this work with whatever our sticky note is in the main planner. Now you can use these just separate as just small stickers for your own lists, but just so you know, they will work with this tracker from the main planner kit. So they're all little calls to action. Go for a walk, get some fresh air, 30 minutes of exercise. So you could also use these with the tracker stamp. So they coordinate in all those different ways. And that's the beauty, I think, of doing an entire collection like this, is being able to have everything coordinate and have a purpose. So that's what those stickers are for. So they will work with the stamp set, or they will work with the sticky notepad from the main planner, or you can use them all on their own. So that is a little look at the planner add-on kit. Our classified planner kit is similar in the planner add-on in that it does not have anything specifically geared toward a size or system. It's just, again, another way to add some more to your planner and your setup each month. The classified planner, we keep that, it's kind of a fun little thing. We make it a secret until you receive it, so it's a surprise. A lot of people like to keep it a surprise. If you're one of those people, then I would skip to the next unboxing and not peek. If you're like me and you like to peek, you can take a look at what we have in here. So some of the things that we always have in the classified planner is a sticky notepad that is a little bit smaller than the one that's in the main kit, and it's a little bit more generic in scope, in meaning it's not for a specific task or anything like that. So we have the little sticky notepad. It says today, and it looks like the little spiral bound notepad. We have this beautiful, I love this, ledger washi tape. So it has this fun kind of ledger paper pattern on it. We have you get this little button. So it comes like this, and if you're wondering what that is, it is actually meant to go on one of our magnetic clips. We have, if you don't have one of these, we have them in the store. But every month we give you a new button to put on there, and then you can change them out, which makes it nice and fun and easy, and you're not having to get another clip to store just the button every month. So you get one of those. You get a beautiful, this changes. So a couple of the things I'll mention if it's something that you get every month, otherwise it changes out. This month we have this pretty kind of burgundy or fuchsia pink ribbon clip. So you get one of those as well. And then these die cuts usually are in our memory keeping kits, but I use them so much in my planner as decoration that I thought, well, let's throw one in, let's throw a set in the classified planner. They're so fun, and they have such fun sayings. So I thought it would be neat to also add a set in the classified planner. I love to put these in my planner. And it says like this one, well, if it isn't the consequence of my own actions. I'm a reader. That means I live in a crazy fantasy world with unrealistic expectations. Thank you for understanding. So they just have a lot of fun quotes. Some of them can be a little on the snarky side, which I love. And you can get a look at those if you want to read them all. I'm going through them kind of quickly, but you can read them all on the website, of course, if you look at the listings. Imagination is the only weapon in the war against reality. I love that. So you get that whole set, and remember, they are stickers. They do have a backing, so they're super, super easy to use. And then we always have a little Simon note card. Simon is our little mascot. And actually, there is 2 of them this month. And the fun thing is you can put them together like that, or you can use them separately. So you get 2 little Simon. There's Simon, Betty, and Gary, the night owl. So you get those 2 cards. We have a clear quote card. And remember, there's a little film on the back of this that you have to peel off. There's a little protective film. And that's just kind of a fun little clear calendar card. So you can tuck that in a pocket, or you can punch a hole in that. You could wrap washi tape around that as well. That's a great use for that. That way you don't have to have the bulk of a whole ring of washi. And then there's 3 sticker sheets. There are always 3 sticker sheets. There's a decorative, there's this one with all of the days of the week, and then another decorative, and this one is super fun because it has the shelves, so you can kind of build your shelves how you want them with the little plants. Or you could even use the shelves and then put a title above it for a section. So that would be really cute as well in your planner, especially do bullet journaling would be really neat. And then this month we have 2 adhesive backed pockets. So we have a larger one that has that shelf with take a moment for yourself. And then we have the smaller one with a beautiful pattern on it in that pretty teal. So you get both of those. And then this is just a backer card. It's meant to keep our overlay and our vellum sheet nice and straight so nothing gets bent. But you could always use this as a piece of pattern paper or cut it up and use it as a dashboard too. So if you want to kind of upcycle that. But we have this beautiful blue floral vellum. Isn't that pretty? And then this fun overlay. And it says turn the page, and then it has the stack of books. So that is everything that you get in the classified planner. So moving away from the planner part of the collection, moving into memory keeping. The first one I'm going to show you is our Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. And this is for those of you that like to memory keep or journal or art journal in a Traveler's Notebook style booklet. So this booklet comes, I cut mine up and I'll go over that in a minute, but the booklet comes with the kit. So you get the booklet, you get, to me, this is the perfect kit for anybody who likes to memory keep on the go. We've got this great folder that it comes in. You can store it in here. You grab a pen, you grab an ink pad and an acrylic block, which that reminds me, we have these great slim acrylic blocks in the store, in the Daisy store. You can find these. So these are nice and thin. You can throw one of those in there, and your it comes with a stamp set, some adhesive, and you're done. You could take this anywhere and you could complete a whole album. Pair of scissors, maybe a paper trimmer. That's about it. So I do not have the finished stamp sets. I just have my sample, so that's why you see this here. But it has, we're continuing on with that theme where you have the journal block, the month, and then the number for the month, and then some of the other fun pieces that you can layer in there. Make sure you check out my stamping video for the month. If it's not up yet, it will be shortly, where I show how to use all the stamps, layer them, and then also combine them with the stamp set from the Modern Memory Keeping Kit and get a lot of mileage out of your stamp set. So that's a fun thing. Make sure you check that out. So you get the stamp set, and let's look at all of the other goodies in here. And there is a bunch. So you get a roll of washi tape, and this is that beautiful blue floral. It's kind of a teal. It's so pretty. So you get a roll of the washi tape. You get a set of die cut stickers, and I'll go through these real quick just to kind of let you see them. And remember, they are stickers. They do have a backing that you can peel off. There's a cute little coffee cup. Let's see if I can do this without dropping them all. Some of them might be a little bit hard for you to read just because they're smaller, and I can't really zoom in at the moment. There's a nice tag. Some of the books, there we go, and a fun little plant, nice ampersand. Of course, always good to have just some nice labels that you can put dates on. And then write down all the special moments so you don't forget them. Yes, exactly. So just some fun things you can layer. Reading books is cheaper than therapy. I like that. So you get all of those in there. And then you also get a set. Now, if you've been watching the video, you've seen these already. These are the same quote cards that are in the classified planner. But we love these. I love using these. I use these on in my planner, in my memory keeping. I sometimes just stick them on my computer or on my desk because I just think they're such fun. Again, these are also stickers. They just have fun little quotes on them. And then I fell into a book and can't get up. So these are super cute. And you get that whole set as well. You get the glitter dots. And this is something new that we have not done. And I thought it just went with the whole old school kind of vibe of the theme with the books and everything. They are your black photo corners. So if any of you are kind of old school scrapbookers, you'll remember these, or even just old photo albums, these would be used, and I'll show you how I used them on a layout in a minute. So you get 2 sheets of those. You get, I know there's more and more and more. There's so much in here. Like I said, you have enough in here to throw some adhesive, a pen, and a stamp pad, and just go to town. You can fill up the entire book. You get these 4 Traveler's Notebook cards, and these are designed to fit in the booklet. So they're the same size as the pages of the booklet, so you can use them as jumping off points. One day you won't need to read these quotes. I love that one. So that one has the little photo corners on it, and it says noteworthy moments. This is a neat one. It says book of the month. You could even use this as a fun bookmark in a page, would be neat. And mark off the title and author and try and read 1 book a month. Or you could, like this is meant for, you could use it in the notebook and then use it as a tracker and maybe take some pictures of all of the books at the end of the year stacked up would be really cool. You get a sheet of these, and like I had mentioned before, we're trying to do in the Traveler's Notebook, keep things a little bit less lumpy bumpy with some of the stuff that we put in here. So that's why I have this fun sheet of layering stickers. And you've got some more of the tabs that you can tuck behind a photograph. These fun little journal spots, these are all stickers that you can layer. So you get those. You get a sheet of the light teal alphas. Those are really pretty. You get a full sheet of rub-ons. So get those as well. We love our rub-ons. And then I'll show you the booklet in a minute, but I want to show you the papers because these are so fun. So you get 6 sheets of paper, and they are all double-sided. So that way you don't have to choose. So you get all of those in those beautiful bright colors. And then you get the what we call a simple dory. So this is meant specifically for memory keeping, journaling, art journaling. And I love that it has the little title page there. And then each page has, well, I shouldn't say each page. Some pages have no artwork. So you have, on this one, you have the pattern paper and then the grid. This has a dot grid and a cute quote. So I will just quick flip through these. So you have a lot of different ways that you can use this. A beautiful watercolor. Little coffee ring stains, which is neat. And then it's a great mix of a bunch of the different patterns. Love that one. And then the back page is a continuation of the front. So if you don't like the craft cover, you can take that off and just use it this way. Or you can use some of the pattern paper to make your own cover on here if you wanted to, or even one of these you could use as a cover as well. So there's a lot of different options. What I do with mine sometimes, like I did this month, was I actually cut mine apart. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to move the pages around and I wanted to do some different things with it. So I will end up using a ring bound planner or just a ring bound, a set of rings, or however I want to bind it, and bind this that way. But I wanted to be able to run it through the printer, the pages, and I also wanted to move them around. The reason oh, and here's an example of using those photo corners. I think that's super fun. I like that. So what I wanted to do on this one is I wanted to create a page that was a layered page that was freestanding. So I pulled that out. I did a little decorative punch on the end and then this way, and I wanted to layer it behind this chevron pattern. So that's why I cut these all apart and moved them around so that I could put them together exactly the way that I wanted to. So it's a fun little trick. If you want to take it apart, if you want to be able to add pages into it and create it into an actual mini album, you can totally do that just by taking the staple out and cutting it apart. And you can see here where I used one of the little quote cards, one of those little stickers, and then did a little bit of stamping on there as well. So that is a little look at how I did my layouts. I go further in depth. You can check out the videos that I make every single month. We have one for the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. I also do one for the Modern Memory Keeping Kit, and I go through a little bit more about the design process and how I created the layouts, talk a little bit more in depth about the product as well. So you can check those out on our YouTube channel. So make sure you do that. So this is a look at the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. Next in our memory keeping lineup is the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. Now the Modern Memory Keeping Kit is geared for any kind of memory keeping that you do. This will work with pocket scrapbooking, 12 by 12 scrapbooking. You can do memory planning, which I use it for a lot. I have an example to show you of that in a moment. If you do kind of collage type memory keeping, I've got an example of that I'm going to show you. If you make cards, this works great for making cards. Just really any kind of memory keeping or paper crafting is what this kit is geared toward. So it will work with any of that. And again, I do not have the finished stamp sets. So all I have right now is my little sample. Make sure you check out my stamping video, and I show you some fun ways on how to layer these. So there's some books and a little plant. Currently reading Real Life, Nope, and finally Spring, and favorites from today. So there's some cute, and then this cute little background stamp as well. So you get one of those, and then you get all of these other goodies. And it does come in this great storage folder, which we love. Let's get something kind of new. We've had them for a little while now. So you get a set of die cuts, and remember, these are stickers. I have to remind people because we have new people to Cocoa Daisy every day, and they may not know that these are stickers, but they do have an adhesive back. So you have that cute little teeny dated one, and then you have the little documented, some sayings. Again, and that mimics the little stamp set, or the stamp on the stamp set. So just some fun die cuts that you can layer. There's a little heart in there. And you have the worst part, the best part, which is a great jumping off point for some journaling or to do a layout. Always love our labels, use those all the time. Little tag, and then some of the little arrows and banners. There's a couple of cute teeny little plants which are fun. There's a little book, the little coffee cup, another teeny little heart, don't lose it, and then another tag. So you get all of those. You get a set of the glitter dots. You get a set of 2. And these are the same as like what you would get if you get the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. So you get 2 sheets of those. And I used these all over. I'll show you in a minute on a couple of my layouts. And I'll go through the cards here in just a second. So you get a set of the foam words. You get a set of chipboard, and these are adhesive backed as well. I like the cute little, these are actually the spines of books, so you could stack those with that. This is something new. These are daisy planner stickers. So if you use a happy planner, or you use our daisy planner, these are great for memory planning. So, and I'll show you an example of this in a minute, but it has these are long stickers. It has the label stickers, and then some kind of smaller little date stickers that you could add on. A sheet of the Puffy Alphas, our great rub-ons. Then let me show you the papers, and then I'll go through all of the cards. So you get 6 sheets of paper. And I loved this floral. I actually cut up some of the flowers from that and used it on a layout. So you get all of those. So you get 6 sheets of patterned paper. And then you get 4 4x6 note cards. And these are all double-sided. This one, reading is dreaming with your eyes open. And then the ones with the bookmark. And then this one, so I wanted to point this out. So it says so many books, so little time. And then you have reading list, and you have this. So the way that Leah designed this is you can obviously use it as a 4x6, but you could also fold this in half and use it that way as well. So you could fold it and make it a little cover if you wanted to add some pages in here, or you could cut it apart. So, and then you get 24, there's a lot, and they're nice, heavy duty, heavyweight cards. So you get 24 3x4 cards. And this has the calendar, it has a Sunday start or a Monday start. And so I'm just gonna real quick flip through these. So lots of fun sayings and designs. There's some great journaling prompts in here. Titles, you can use them as titles for on your layouts. You could easily take all of these and make them into a little mini album. Just put a ring, punch a hole in the corner, and put a big jump ring through, and turn them into a little mini album, which is one of the things I love to do with these quite often. So if you read a lot and you like to keep track of all of the books that you've read, a little mini album with these would be a lot of fun. Or even a little spring album would be neat as well. And then the St. Patrick's Day. So you get all of that in the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. Now I just wanted to show you real quick. I go more in depth in my Modern Memory Keeping tutorial video, so make sure you check that out. And I talk a little bit more about the design elements and the way that I use the product and all that. But I just wanted to quick show you the options when I say that this is geared toward any kind of paper crafting or memory keeping. So here I did a 12x12 layout. I did a small kind of collage type layout that I'm using pages from the Minimalist collection, and I'm putting this in a planner, in a disc-bound planner system. So I'm just using each page and putting a layout on it. So I'm doing that as well. And then this is a couple pages from what would be in my March in my Daisy planner. So this shows you what you do with those stickers. So the stickers will fit these sections in the Daisy planner, or I believe they're the same width as a classic Happy planner. I'd have to double check, but I believe that they are. So you can use them this way or this way if you don't have a picture for that day, or you want to fill in a section or layer a sticker in there. These will work in these sections. So these work great for memory planning. So we tossed that in there in the kit. I thought it would be a neat addition and help stretch even more. So I've kind of started what I would do for my memory planning in my Daisy Planner as well. So you have all of those options. One of the other things that I want to do with this kit is I want to make a couple bookmarks. I think it would be really fun to make a couple bookmarks for when I read. So that is a look at the modern memory keeping kit. The classified memory keeping kit is next. And again, this is one of those that we like to keep a secret or a surprise until you receive it. So if you like to wait for that surprise, then make sure you skip to the next chapter in this video. But if you want to see what is in here, let's take a look. This is the classified memory keeping kit. The classified memory keeping kit is a fun kit that is meant for adding extra bits and pieces to your memory keeping, or even, honestly, I use a lot of this stuff in my planner as well. I kind of take everything and use it all together, all over. And then the other thing that we do with this, if there's any items in the memory keeping kits that I'm like, oh, I wish I know I'm going to want 2 of, then I will put it in this kit as well. So sometimes we will do that. And we also, because the memory keeping kits have different paper, so then to make sure you get a little bit of all the paper, we put a few pieces, we put 1 of each of the planner papers in here. So that gives you then, if you're a memory keeper, all the papers, which is always a good thing. So we have a set of die cut alphas. I love these. I use these all the time in my memory planner for titles or on my layouts because I love the larger size. And these are a fun kind of tone on tone brown. So I just punch this so you can see that. And then the other nice thing about these is they do have adhesive on the back, so they're easy to use. But they're a little bit more to them simply because they're a die cut as opposed to a flat sticker. So they're just a little bit of a heavier weight, which is nice. So you get a full set of alpha die cuts. You get a set of die cuts, and these are all decorative. So the other die cuts we have in the memory keeping kits, there's kind of a combination of some things of like labels, words or sayings, and some artwork, whereas the die cuts in the classified memory keeping kit are all decorative. So they're fun to layer with the other ones, to just tuck behind things. There's a fun little tag. So these, again, as I said, would be all decorative. So there's some fun teacups, coffee cups. There's some plants. So you could do that whole little build a shelf thing, which is fun. There's planners and journals. There's a woman reading. I like that open book. The little notebook, some glasses, and then the little laptop as well. So you get all of those. You get another set of the puffy alphas because, as I said, some of those things I know I'm going to want 2 of. So you get those, and these were part of the modern memory keeping kit, and I know I'm going to want more of these stickers, and these are part of the Traveler's Notebook memory keeping kit. So you get another sheet of those. You get the set of 3 oversized tags. These would work great as bookmarks. So I think they would be great as bookmarks. I use them as bookmarks in my planner, but like just to use them for regular bookmarks in a book would be great. You could decorate these. You could glue them back to back if you want the 2 sides. So a lot of fun things that you can do with those. So you get a set of 3. You also get this cute set of stickers. And these are from the Library of. So these are actually for you to put in your books or in your planners. Add your name to them if you lend things out or just for fun. I thought it would be neat to add a set of those stickers. Just something neat that goes with the theme of the collection, and you get a sheet of those stickers. And then you get the 3 sheets of patterned paper, the glasses, and the beautiful colorful books, that blue floral, all of the little, this would be fun to cut these all apart and put on a layout as well. And then that pretty burgundy. So that is everything that is part of the classified memory keeping kit. All right, let's take a look at all of our stickers for this month. And we have a lot of different sticker sets or sticker kits. And so whatever your sticker needs are, I think there's a kit that will work for you. Make sure you check out our YouTube, where I talk a little bit more in depth about the sizes of the boxes on some of the stickers, and you can get a little bit more information about that. I'm just going to breeze through them, tell you which set they are and what they look like. So this is the calendar Daisy Weeks sticker kit. This and the Daisy Weeks sticker kit works with our Weeks booklet, and you can get that monthly. Or the Daisy, we have a separate Daisy Weeks booklet that is an undated one. We have that one as well. So we have the monthly one, we have the undated one. Or if you use a Hobonichi, Hobonichi Weeks, these will work with that as well. So this is the calendar set. It's these 2 sheets. It works to decorate the calendar page. And then this set is used to work to decorate throughout the whole month. And you get 6 sheets of stickers. And this one is the vellum. So that is the Daisy Weeks sticker kit. And then we have the classic sticker kit. So you can see there's boxes. Make sure I didn't grab 2. They have a bunch of different decorative boxes, half boxes. There's trackers. There's some appointment reminders. Some of the fun little word stickers. There's date stickers. Some of the decorative. The banners. You get a great alpha on here and some strip stickers. And then you get a sheet of the vellum stickers that have these great quotes, and of course some more of the little vellum strips here as well. That is the classic planner sticker kit. This is the memory keeping sticker kit. This works with, you can use this works great with our Daisy planner. And you get this sheet of fun little sayings. I like to layer these in the little labels. They work really well for that. Or if you have larger alpha stickers, they work great with that to layer for titles. And then you have some of the words, phrase stickers, more dates, some of the circles, some of the decorative, some more of the labels and circle stickers. And then you have the a nice alpha, and then the vellum quote sheet. So you get that. Those are the memory keeping sticker kit. Then we have the Bible journaling sticker kit. These are great if you do devotions in your planner, if you do Bible journaling, if you do faith journaling, anything like that. You get a sheet of decorative phrases and the small boxes. You get the sticker strips, some more dates, some great labels, and then a nice alpha as well. That is the Bible journaling sticker kit. Oh, wait, sorry, I missed one. There was one more sheet with that. The vellum quotes or scripture as well. And then you get the Daisy add-on. The Daisy add-on sticker kit, this works with planning, memory keeping, memory planning, anything at all that you just want some more stickers for. So there's decorative, there's some phrases, there's some more nice labels and alpha, and then the great vellum quotes as well, a few little vellum strips. That is the Daisy add-on sticker kit. And then finally you have the planner sticker kit, and that has the little vellum dots with it. And you get a bunch of the boxes another sheet with boxes and dates. There's some trackers, just some nice headers. There's some decorative ones on there. There's some reminders and just some more kind of labels, decorative, cute little faces, and then a vellum sheet. And this has the little watercolor pieces and the vellum strips. And that is the planner sticker kit. So that is all of our sticker kits. I'm going to move on and I'm going to show you our dashboards. So the dashboard set, you get an A5 and a personal. They are the same designs and they're one-sided. So you get both sizes. I like to use both in my planner. You can cut them down. You can actually use them just as art and frame them. Some of them are beautiful that way. You can use them as covers. You can use them as dividers. There's a lot of different ways that you can use these. You can make bookmarks out of them. So this is the dashboard set. And then the pouch this month, and the pouch is a separate subscription. You can sign up for that. Sometimes we have some left over, but the best way to make sure that you get one is to sign up for it. And this one, we've never done a black one before, and I love how it turned out. It looks kind of vintage. I love it. So it says, be patient with yourself when starting a new chapter on this side. And then if you flip it over, you have, I just want to drink coffee, create stuff, and sleep. So whatever mood you're in, you can choose which side of the pouch that you love. So you get either or. So that's the pouch this month. And then our patterned papers. So if you subscribe to just the pattern paper, you get 12 sheets. You get 2 of 6 designs because they're double-sided, but you get 12 sheets. If you subscribe to the scrapbooking kit, you get these papers as well. You get the 12 sheets of paper as well. So we have this beautiful book design, super bright and saturated, the little glasses, the open book, a little bit more neutral palette on that one. This beautiful peach color, a nice ledger, and that pretty kind of minty teal. There's the burgundy. And then all of the bookmarks. Love that. The watercolor with the script. And that pretty blue floral. You get the fun kind of, it's almost like a magenta color dot. And then the gorgeous floral. So you get all 12 of those in the, if you subscribe to just the papers or the scrapbooking kit. And that is a wrap. That is our entire collection, our entire Bookish collection for the month. I hope you're excited. We can't wait to ship these out to you and you can start playing with them.